What up, guys? So today I wanted to try out the Chainsword on Vanguard. Here I'm about level 12, we are on Ruthless. I do have an Artificer Oculus right now, and my Chainsword is Relic. Those are our team perks. We have one that's kind of okay-ish. But we still have a pretty good team here. We have a Tactical, an Assault, and I'm playing Vanguard. Now, this Chainsword is balanced. So I was definitely getting used to the slower attack speed. But it still packed a pretty good punch here. As you can see, this is actually kind of a tough fight. Obviously, it's a Chaos mission on Ruthless. There's going to be a lot of sweaty moments here. Luckily, I had a stim, which was nice. But so I really enjoyed the fact that I was able to get in a 1v1 with the Terminator. I was able to get one parry there. He did hit me once, which was kind of rough. I needed to perfect dodge that, I think. Another parry. Trying to get another parry. Dude, but he just keeps swinging. Almost had a perfect dodge there, though. Managed to pick up that armor boost. Big armor boost. Like I said, I was getting used to a new, the balance. I was trying to get in some damage there. And I did manage to take this Terminator out, which is, I'm pretty happy with. As a Vanguard, you pretty much are in a tough position, pretty much like all the time. You're just going after, their toughest opponents. You're getting directly in the battle with the grapple. And also, I wanted to basically try out the Chainsword because of the stomp. I know that Terminator fight was pretty close, but the amount of damage I am doing to majors here is pretty insane. I can really just jump into these battles and take out as many majors as I want, basically. Oh, at least as much as my health can go. Now, here's kind of rough to tell which enemies were real there. Getting corruption is kind of a unique, status effect. I'm still kind of getting used to that one. I've been fighting Chaos quite a bit recently, though, and I think I'm having a good time with it. Leveling up Vanguard has been fun. But yeah, the balanced Chainsword. So it's pretty strong. Like, it can do some good damage. Basically, just that is all I wanted. I just want I want to go directly in there, and then I want to hit them with the Chainsword and do some strong melee damage. Here we have another Terminator fight. Me and the Assault are going to jump on this guy. And yes, he is using the rockets. Not that bad of a dodge. I definitely could have gotten a tad bit more contested health back, but I'm still essentially at where I was. And yes, we just absolutely bullied that Terminator there. That was pure melee damage, which is great. Yeah, of course the rockets. Yeah, of course he spams the rockets, though. Now, here's another really tough position here. And anything in this operation where I get some damage or, maybe my team has to pick me up, I definitely make up for it at the end of this operation. These Chaos operations, you can never really give up. You know what I mean? If there's a teammate down, try to pick them up. If someone's trying to respawn, just fight until the end, because this is a perfect operation to show how much, just how far just staying in the fight goes. Because we could have lost this operation right now. We're all really low. Here's a Hellbrute in a hallway, and I hit a wall. So I'm dead. Hitting that wall was really rough. I went for like one counter. It's still kind of hard to parry the Hellbrute. He has a very hesitant throw, and sometimes it's unblockable. So it's kind of hard to predict him. Essentially, if I had places to dodge and stuff, I would have been okay with the Neo-Volkite pistol, which was also Relic. But there, he gets a clean shot at me. As you can see, my teammates are both at 1. This is a big res from the Assault here, which is nice. So now I have Mortal Wound. I have Mortal Wound, and I'm at lethal health. One of our other teammates go down. We have a Hellbrute here who is still pretty healthy. I get a perfect dodge there. I get the gun strike. I'm trying to stay out of it. And it is still insane how I am at 1 health. Now our Assault is attacking the Hellbrute right now. So the fact that our Assault is even alive right now, credit to that player. because this was definitely a tough fight in a hallway. I do not recommend fighting Hellbrutes in hallways. That was insane. But here we get some good damage. We get the scan. There's a big slam. I'm getting the Neo-Volkite damage in, practically just completely melting him for the rest of his health bar there. And we're able to take this Hellbrute out, which is nice. That is the one Hellbrute we're gonna run into this run. Wanted to cheer for that. That was a good battle, and we didn't give up on it. So here we're fighting with the dreadnought. This is actually a pretty sick battle also. This is why I follow the trace. It's very cool. They did make this optional, like sometimes, well, not optional. Sometimes you can skip this part. But honestly, fighting with the dreadnought's super cool. And I didn't really show a lot of the beginning because I think this operation really ages well because of how many times we're basically at, like, we're basically about to lose this operation in every battle. I mean, here we have two teammates on mortal wound, which isn't too bad. It's not 3 teammates on mortal wound. But with the fact that we have a tactical, I think we have a lot of damage, which is nice. And here I get the grapple, but I just have an awkward position here with the balanced chainsword. I'm still getting used to that swing. It's still slow, but that's what I really wanted it for. I wanted the stomp. I like the combat knife, but I wanted to see how the chainsword felt. I probably would still be in a better position with the fencing, maybe, just because of the speed. But since I had the increased parry windows, I wanted to try out balance, balance damage. Since there's a little bit more damage with balance, I just felt like the increased parry window, would kind of help out the weapon. And yep, now both my teammates are at lethal. They're both at 1. We have the dreadnought just absolutely carrying us here. Not really. Honestly, I'm still taking out majors pretty reliably. As a Vanguard, gun strikes are big. It really helps to get some swings in there, but I definitely should have dodged that for a perfect dodge. Still got the grapple there. And then, yes, was able to get that execution. There's like 1 major left. I don't know why I'm getting so baited. But definitely should have perfect dodged that. Doesn't matter. Got my armor back. Now, here's where the fight gets really spicy. Everyone's on mortal wound. This is a Terminator that I'm obviously getting better with parries on that. Another Terminator kill for me here. This is like 3, I guess. Now, honestly, as a Vanguard, I'm still kind of struggling against Terminators. On certain classes, I can just eat Terminators alive, but for Vanguard, I'm still kind of getting used to their kit. But still, I think the grapple into the chainsword swings a pretty good opener for most majors. I mean, I don't know about enraged, but honestly, it's still pretty reliable damage. There I throw a grenade. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I felt like I just wanted to throw the grenade just to try to take the major out as quickly as possible. But a bunch of those minor enemies just jump right into the electricity there. So that grenade actually ended up being pretty good. But still, we are all at mortal wound. I low-key want to rush up there and pick up the stim. I do have a teammate who knows what he's doing on the control panel over there. So I was kind of just trying to play around with my team. I was trying to play with my team, keeping the synergy alive. But still, it is a Vanguard and Assault team with a tactical. So it is not going to be, it's not going to be uncommon for us to kind of split up. Now, I still get the extra penetration with the Oculus here, which is really nice for that situation. We were able to take out those minor enemies pretty fast. I want to grapple in there, but look at the contested health here. Look at my health. It is absolutely insane how close this operation got. I was able to get the grapple, able to get the slam, and the execution. Not too sure if the slam really was a big deal there, but it's kind of cool that you can grapple them and then slam down. Because then you can, slam down against the other enemies that are around. And there's a major right here I'm playing very, very carefully around. Making sure to get some good damage there because I do want to execute this major if possible. And I don't know if you noticed, but we have a teammate who's down. It is their tactical. So now we have a Vanguard who's at 1 health. We have an Assault who's also at lethal health. I was able to get that parry, which is nice. A big explosion there. Trying to stay away from the disc shaman. And boom, there's the stim. And there's a mob. I have one grenade. I wanted to grab the other grenades, which I'm not too sure what those grenades are yet in this fight. That is a pretty big shock, just to get, you know, some mobs out of the way. The miners is definitely, like, really big to get rid of because Chaos miner enemies are, like, they're such a pain, man. They're very aggressive. They do a lot of damage, and they have shields. And they're a little bit tankier than, you know, Tyranid miners, so they can just honestly be an issue. So the assault's now at 1. I'm at 1. This is, dude, Fall of Atreus is so fun. Honestly, I know fighting Chaos can be a pain, but frankly, the difficulty with Chaos, I think that brings some depth to the game because of moments like this, where we're playing out of we've been playing out of tough situations this entire operation, and honestly, this was a very thrilling experience because I get the grapple there, which is nice. I think I get one hit with the melee there, but I'm not sure. I wasn't trying to get too greedy. Picked up crack grenades. Crack grenades were the grenades on the table there. Big damage there. Take out the Disc Shaman. I knew the Oculus was good enough to take out this other Disc Shaman. And we get our teammate back because we were playing well enough. Big execution there. Take out the snipers. Those guys can be a pain also. They can do a lot of damage. But luckily you can just roll into them, do 1 damage to them. So now all we have to do is finish this operation. That is it. It is super close. We have to charge. Definitely fighting these guys at that long range was an issue. And then our assault jumps in and dies, which is really rough. I do think they were just in the... Whoa, here I'm at 1. That is a Terminator. And I knew if he got close enough to that explosive barrel that I was going to be able to stun him. He gets stunned. Luckily, there is a grenade there for the other stun. Grapple for the other stun. So we just stun lock this Terminator. And boom. That is a 4th Terminator execution for me. 4 Terminators. If you were... The beginning of this operation started so poorly, and we ended up finishing it just enough, and I still stacked up the execution tally for those Terminators. That was a huge play. But yeah, these operations can be tough. We were fighting from behind like this entire operation, and it's just a very thrilling experience to get these Chaos operations done, and because they're just fun. It's fun because it's hard. It just adds a little bit of depth, basically. There's like so many different ways you can approach taking on Chaos, and you know, I think that makes it fun. Even though they're hard, even though they can be tough, especially in that situation. Big experience. That was Ruthless, man. Fall of Atreus on Ruthless. We all cracked 10k damage. I'm surprised I didn't get any, you know, like top damage, but honestly, the plays I made at the end were super big. Level 12, level 14. Oculus, leveling up.